on everyone, it's me Whiplashthesnake bringing you another life story video, and if you could tell by the title, well, we're going to be discussing something from my childhood. It was something with a trampoline involved, and honestly this happened when I was about 12 years old at the time, and it was kind of a very strange experience because, well, if you could tell by the title, we had something interesting happen to that trampoline. Now again, I had a little bit of foreshadowing to this story earlier this week on my Twitter. If you guys follow me on that, you saw that I had posted while I was in class one day that the class reminded me of a story. And this story was that one because, well, we were talking about crazy weather and, well, this was indeed very crazy weather. Again, before we jump into this, I would just like to say thank you to Elsome Gaming for providing this gameplay. Again, if you guys want to submit your own gameplay, just shoot me a PM over YouTube and I will take a look at it. If I like it, I will use it in one of my life stories. Seriously, I'd like to give you guys back a little bit. I'd like to see your guys' input and see your actual gameplay in these, so please make sure to send me some gameplay if you'd like. Just once again, please no Overwatch, please no Doom, please no CSGO Surf. I would like some actual original gameplay, you know, stuff that normal people don't really use. Let's add some variety in here. But with that out of the way, let's just get right into the story. Alright, so this story again takes place when I was about 12, 13 years old. I can't remember exactly the age, but it was around that time. And for my sister's birthday, only about a few months ago at this point, she had gotten an actual trampoline, like an above ground trampoline for the backyard. It was a pretty big one, had a net around it, it was pretty safe, you know. It was a large trampoline. It wasn't one of those small ones. It was one of the big ones that you see in people's backyards. It was a massive trampoline. And she had got it for her birthday, and a lot of people liked it. We would go around in it all the time and just, you know, play in it, go and jump around because that's fun. Seriously, it's a trampoline. Trampolines are good times regardless. If you don't enjoy trampolines, there's probably something wrong with you. But that's okay if you don't like trampolines. We'll all just silently judge you. But yes, so we had this trampoline for a few months. We had used it quite a bit. We really liked this trampoline. However, my mom, who I really didn't talk about that much yet, she's kind of a worry freak. She worries about everything, and she was always worried that we would hurt ourselves on it, so she had us keep the net on this trampoline at all times, and that actually ended up being its downfall, and you'll see that in just a moment, because we had this trampoline in our backyard. You know, there's just rocks everywhere. There's no fucking grass. It's Arizona. We are all dead out here. Everything is skeletons. The grass just turns to rocks as soon as it grows. Seriously, send some fucking help. But yeah, there's just some cacti and rocks all around this trampoline, and, well, if we fell out, we would probably be pretty much boned. So yeah, we had this net around it, and we were to keep it up there at all times. Now, if you don't know anything about Arizona, there's like one time of the year that we ever get any kind of weather, and that is during monsoon season. Now, for all of you who live outside of Arizona and have no idea what a monsoon is, well, for Arizona, it is the only time of year where we get rain, and the most likely thing that you are going to know about is all the giant dust storms, or aka the haboobs that you see all over the news when they happen. I mean, there are some giant ones during this monsoon season. Now, if you know anything about Arizona, Arizona is not built to be stormed on at all. Seriously, we get an inch of rain, houses are collapsing, there's flooding everywhere in the streets. It's fucking chaos, nobody knows what to do. Seriously, we have laws in Arizona because none of the roads are meant to be driven on when it's raining because you get a lot of washes that happen in them, and, well, a lot of people get their cars stuck, and it's called the stupid driver law. If you get stuck in one of these washes during a rainstorm and your car gets stuck inside of the current, well, you get helicopter evac'd out and you have to pay for it. Generally because fuck you, it's the stupid driver law. Yeah, Arizona does not take very kindly to weather. So if you can get where this is going, on this particular day, there was a dust storm. Not kidding, this was a pretty serious haboob. There was very strong winds, there was dust flying everywhere, And well, we were just sitting inside. It was nighttime. We were enjoying ourselves. You know, everyone had just gotten home from school. Everyone had gotten home from work. We were just relaxing, you know. It was around like 7 o'clock at night. And generally, this was just a relaxing time where everyone would kick back and watch some TV. And at this point during the night, the storm was going pretty heavily, and well, we had been talking about it. You know, we had all gotten the alerts on our phones saying, hey, there's a fucking dust storm. You might not want to go outside and drive because you might get fucking killed. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's what the alert said. Something along those lines. And so we were just talking about it and everything. We were hearing the wind against the house because it was blowing that strong. And we had known, like, in the community, trees were known to blow over during these types of storms. Like, there were microbursts here and there that, well, when they hit, every single tree in the area would just completely topple over. There would be no more trees after these types of events occur. And the trees that were left, well, they were just sitting there half ripped apart because, you know, fuck them. And, you know, we were talking about this and we decided to say, like, hey, I wonder how the trampoline's doing outside. And so we decided to just look out the window and we see the trampoline just sitting there, you know, just sitting there, going around, you know, being blown heavily in this wind. We could see the net just, like, flailing all over the place because this wind was extremely strong. And we're like, well, I guess it's okay out there. I mean, it's just kind of, you know, waving about in the wind, so I guess it's fine. And then, like, as we're just watching it more, we're watching this thing for a few minutes because, well, I mean, this is relaxing time anyway. We're all just bored. We're just watching this because it's some kind of entertainment. You know, commercial break is on. Gotta have something to keep you occupied. So we're looking out the window at this trampoline and we're like, wow, it's actually starting to move a little bit because, you know, it was starting to spin a little bit, you know, starting to slowly rotate, and it was, like, moving a little bit in the rocks. You know, nothing really major, nothing too serious. I mean, it was moving a few inches, but it was more just interesting to see than anything. And then all of a sudden, I guess a little bit of a microburst hit because suddenly the trampoline went from just moving an inch or two on the ground in the rocks to fully flipping over on its side. And the second it did this, the wind took it. Because the bottom of the trampoline, you know, that's a pretty dense material, you know, you're supposed to jump up and down in that. And once the wind hit that, well, the trampoline was gone. It was skirting across the entire backyard, all the way to the back wall. And we thought, you know, at this back wall it's gonna stop. No, fuck that. And the serious thing about this is, if you don't know anything about here, well, our back wall leads directly to a main road. It leads directly to a very large, very well-used road. I mean, cars are going up and down this road all the time, and this is 7 o'clock. A lot of people are driving on it, even if it is a dust storm. This trampoline blows over, goes across the entire backyard, hits the back wall, and flips directly over it. You know exactly where it blew after it flipped over that wall? That's right. Right into the middle of this very public, very well-used street. And you know, at this point, me and whoever else was watching it, I think my mom and sister were there, we're just freaking out because we're like, holy shit, the fucking trampoline just blew out of our backyard and now is skirting across a road. And so, you know, we all call for my dad because, well, it was only me, my mom, and my sister. It was only me being like 12 or 13 at the time, my sister being even younger than me, and my mom, which, well, she wasn't going to do anything. So my dad, after hearing this, immediately opens the door to the backyard, sprints outside, and then jumps over the back wall. And you know, we're just sitting there because we're like, what do we do right now? Because there's a trampoline outside in the street that was once in our backyard, and there is very heavy weather going on. I mean, we don't know at this point if there was a car accident because of this thing. I mean, I don't remember at least hearing any tires screech because of it, but we don't know at this point if anyone got into an accident because of this thing. We're all panicking, and luckily a few minutes later, we see my dad come back to the fence. You know, he's dragging this shambled corpse of a trampoline along with him. I mean, this thing right here, it's bent to shit. I mean, it's like bent completely in half. all the things that were holding up the net, well, those are fucking gone. They're just bent in. And basically, the trampoline was trashed. Now, my dad wasn't even alone at this point because he had someone apparently stop in the middle of the road because, well, there was a trampoline in the middle of it, and he helped move the trampoline back. I never got the name of that guy. Thank you so much to whoever did that. You are definitely a boss. But yeah, a random guy just stops his car because a random trampoline rolls out into the middle of the road, and he has to help the guy who it was in the backyard of roll it back into the backyard. Very good guy. But yeah, that was a pretty interesting story. I thought you guys would like it. I mean, it was something having to do with the weather here in Arizona. I know it's kind of a strange topic, but I thought that this was a good story to share anyways. And as always, if you guys have any stories like this, like any crazy weather stories, be sure to share them with me. I would love to read them. Anyways, guys, with that being said, I hope that you did enjoy this video. If you did, please hit that like button, and if you really liked it, hit that subscribe button. I would love a new addition to the Snake Army. Be sure to check out yesterday's video, which is playing on screen right now. It was a pretty good one. I highly recommend you check it out if you, for whatever reason, missed it yesterday. Just go ahead and click on it. It'll send you right to the video and you can enjoy the entire thing. And if you do not want to do that and you think that I suck and I should probably go fucking throw myself into the middle of a haboob, well, I have another option for you here. His name is Lord Bung. He is a YouTube animator and he does very, very high quality animations. I mean, we're looking at Adult Swim TV show status right here. I mean, this stuff is amazing. I highly recommend you check him out. He is a very, very underrated YouTuber. He really deserves some subs. Go give them to him. Just make sure to let him know that I sent you there. Also, be sure to go follow me on Twitter to see little updates and help decide my future videos. But with that being said, I will see you guys on the next one tomorrow with Whiplash signing out.